We on live right now, man. We recording, guys. Quick brief. I'm starting this little YouTube podcast slash channel, man. Talk about it's men's mental matters. Me, my boy, Lorenzo. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yep. What's going on, boys?
Yeah, sure.
I think I met your coach, man. I think I met Coach. I think we talked.
Yeah,
Talked
yeah,
about.
I believe so.
Yeah, we did. And me and Fadul started this channel, man. You know, just to try to have an outlet for men. You know what I'm saying? Every other channel on YouTube, when you look up YouTube and you look up men's mental, is always just some doctor sitting in front of a camera talking about men's mental when in actuality it just needs to be real people, who's talking about it. So we decided to start this channel, man, and we're gonna roll with it. I'm kind of out of my element right now, man. I got a bunch of fighters on on the
Yeah,
channel, so I don't know
it's all good. Yesterday, Lorenzo's he's a vet. He's a vet. Yesterday we had a bunch of vets on there just talking about their
Okay.
experiences and all that. So today I want to talk about fighters, all mental. Fighters mental. Just kind of go a different route. Just kind of all the experiences. Just having to deal with all the bullshit, and even being in the ring before a fight, after a fight, after not fighting, before what I mean, all the craziness that goes along with it. People don't understand it, man. This shit right here, man. People need to understand. People need to hear, because like they 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 just think everything's sweet. They don't understand like what fighters go through on a regular basis. And I figure talk to my coach and you, Panther, man. You being a vet yourself. Kind of talk about it. Just kind of explain the day to day ground that grind that fighters go through. You know.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, as far as fighters go through, man, I always say there's different mental spaces you are in camp. When you first start camp, it's about self motivation, things of that nature. Boxing's the loneliest sport in the world. Not everybody believes in what you're doing. You got to
what.
convince yourself that you're doing the right thing. That's pre-camp. During camp, you gotta stay mentally strong in order, because nobody speaks of those days that it hurts to run, it hurts to spar, everything's still sore from yesterday, and you still gotta participate today and be more excited today than you were yesterday. All the way up into the fight, to where it's always nerves there. I don't care how many fights you've been in, how brave you are. There's always nerves there. You know, you got to figure out what you can do to calm them yourself. And us as men specifically, and fighter on another level, like you're taught not to be weak at any point of it. You know what I mean? So it's about, honestly, half of the battle just masking the nerves, masking the fear and all that, and rising
Old
above it.
caveman bravado.
Yes, sir.
Nobody wakes up in the morning, waking up saying, "I think I want to fight today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very
I
true.
want to punch somebody, see if they can punch me back."
I
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah.
I don't know how you guys did it, man, because ever since I met Fadu, I've been looking at like a bunch of videos on YouTube about boxers. There's different boxing matches and stuff like that. And you're right.
Quiet, Hulk.
It seems like it is one of the most loneliest sports, but you got to have some type of I don't know what to call it, but just to step in the ring with a guy and you look at this other guy across the ring for you, and
Some type of craziness. All fighters are
But
crazy. All fighters are
Yeah,
every
crazy. I believe
every
I'm
that.
guy,
Yeah.
I might have to disagree there with you. I guess
Nah.
for everybody got to have a little mental, but I came to a little conclusion. How does everybody in the forum here?
I'm 36.
I'm 30,
30,
38.
38, Purdue.
34.
Okay. So at 52, just so you guys know, expect like a flash of a smack in the face of like wisdom sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
I've only found in the boxing world great people. Great people. Some are snakes. You know, you're gonna find your snakes in between the great people. You always find your snakes, but you gotta be able to see through those, you know, those type of people that you'll find in the sport. But like I was analyzing myself, you know, I've always been Christian. One of the reasons why I kept myself in the gym is because I loved, I don't know if I spoke to Fadul, I spoke to someone about that. I love, my love for people is so big. And the love that they showed us in my house is so big that, and then the bullying that I went through, which is another type of trauma and another whole story altogether, you know, where I grew up, you either had to learn to shoot and stab or get shot and stabbed or run and move to the States where it's a little easier. That's how they said it, you know. And you know where we're from, and I'm pretty sure where everyone, you know, they're gonna find hard times and hard obstacles, which changes our mental. But in my own perspective, you know, I had so much anger that when I started to learn how to fight, I said, now I'm gonna be in the corners and I'm gonna have a loose hand, and the first one that tries to bully me is gonna get it. But then I didn't end up doing that. What I ended up doing was just staying in the gym and keeping that beast in the gym because I saw it was the only place that it was contained, that I wouldn't get people in trouble or get myself in trouble, because it's a double-ended sword when you get good, and I'm pretty sure all of you will agree. You know,
Oh yeah.
you most of the fighters in, you can have the ones in there. Most of the fighters that I've met along the year, I mean, along the years, they're all great people, but they don't want to, you know, they have that little split second where they can go crazy in a second, and they don't take baloney. They don't take regular baloney like other people. And you guys will agree with me on this. We're different when it comes to that. I can smell a phony a mile away. I can smell a fake a mile away. I can smell somebody when they try to come into the circle or a conversation, trying to make you the clown of the conversation, and then they've never seen people as real as fighters that stop people in a second. Like, hey, like, are you serious? Are you really trying to do that? Don't try to go to sleep. You know, we come up with stuff like that. We're just blunt. It's not that we're bad people or mental people. We're just real people.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we know how to swing, which makes it a little bit more, you know, a little bit harder for the other party. But most of the guys I've met along the years, they all did the same. They kept that beast contained.
Yeah,
And I've
definitely. I
only
mean,
met great people. Only. That's all I've met all through my life.
Hey, Coach, Philip, man, it's just kind of introduce this man a little bit, man. This man, he's been doing it right here in Florida. He's legit. He's freaking nice, man. I got I had the privilege of working with him a couple years ago. You know, doing some sparring when we were doing some real work. But yeah, man, this dude's really nice. He got me up in shape. You know what I mean? So what's going on with you right now, Philip? Like, what are you doing right now? Are you still enrolled? Are you still like trying? Are you still trying to get to fight, or what's going on?
to be honest, Father Time's undefeated. Like you said, man, I'm closer to 40 than I am 30 now. I can't really bring myself to say I'm done with it. I still go spar, I still hit the bags and things like that. But I haven't been actively pursuing a fight. I just switched this career path about a year ago, and I've been in it. They've been treating me good. Back like coach.
What do you're a trucker now, right? You're a trucker.
Yeah, yeah, driving semis now. Yep.
Heck yeah,
Oh
man.
wow.
Hey, one of the funniest things I like to do, right? I still keep gloves in my mouthpiece in the truck. I'll go to like
So,
every little city, stop in the gym, and I'll just be touching the bag. You know how many times I've been challenged? Hey, man, I got this guy. He needs some work, and I usually say, yeah, I can give him a round or two, and just it'd be so funny because they don't even know, and I just go to whooping them up, and they be like, "Man, who are you?" And I'd be like, "I'm just a trucker, man. I was just stopping in the gym for some work."
yeah,
The boxer trucker.
that's it,
That's
man.
it.
That's it.
Siempre hecho.
Heck yeah,
As
man.
coach,
Heck yeah.
as coach was saying, boxing is as real as it gets. The best. There ain't no lying. There ain't no lying in this sport. You
That's
got to be
it.
able to keep it real with yourself because the ring will make you a truth teller or a liar. And
That's
it's like
that.
you
I think
said.
that's one of the reasons why I stayed in boxing all this long time. Because
Yep.
boxing is one of those sports that doesn't lie to you. It's
Yeah,
gonna
you
tell you the
can't
straight
lie.
up truth. If you
You
don't
know.
train, you're gonna lose. If
Oh
you
yeah.
train, you're gonna win.
Yeah. And
Enough
like,
said.
yeah, what got me into it, like I've always been uber naturally competitive, no matter what. Like I played basketball, football, track, baseball. I've done everything. When I found boxing, it was just the competitive aspect of it. My craziness comes from I want to feel like I'm the king of the totem pole. I want to be on top. I want to win. I want to be, and like I said, it was one of those sports that I found that there's nobody to pass the ball to and nobody for the help defense, and I enjoy climbing the mountain. I enjoy overcoming the fear. You know what I mean? I give you a funny story about Fadul, man. Watch Fadul, because at one point we were adversaries. I'm looking like I could fight this guy, and I remember first time going to spar him and I'm looking at him across the ring and Fadul's jacked. I'm like, I was always one of the slender long fighters. I'm like, I can't get hit by that right hand, man. I gotta figure out I can't stay away
No,
from the
man,
right
yeah.
hand. I was like, that's a bomb. That's a bomb there.
Yes,
But
sir.
it's
Yes,
even
sir.
that. Like it's even that. It's like being able to step in there, look at that beast across the ring, and calm those nerves and do your job. Do what you've been trained
That's
for.
it.
You know.
That's it. Me,
You
I
want to
did
know?
karate. I did a lot of different. I tasted a lot of different sports. So, you know, it's all about, a little bit about the same. It's about that competitiveness and harnessing all that energy that we have inside, so it don't turn the wrong way. But everything that turned me into the boxing too was the preparation. Being able to stay focused on something when I couldn't stay focused on a lot of things. Boxing,
Hmm.
I used to write down every mile, every day, mark it on my calendar, make sure those 30 some days of the month were ran for. That way, whenever I got into the ring and I saw that every day was marked on that calendar, it meant that I was going with the extra security that I was the winner.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
That was what told me every time we're gonna win this fight. I used to get in that ring confident, but it was that preparation. I used to. Some people don't like the preparation, but I love that part because the fight is just a couple of seconds and it's over.
Mm.
Yeah. That
It's the
I
preparation
A
is
never
key.
thought about that.
A
Preparation is 2 months.
Phil. I know
Yes,
you
sir.
can probably relate, and Coach Andy too. There's just a crazy saying. Boxing is like the crazy ex girlfriend that you always go back to.
So you don't want to get rid of.
Oh yeah.
The crazy ex girlfriend that you always go back to. You don't want to go back to, but you always end up going back to
You
her.
don't want her to leave either, and you don't want her to leave. You want her to stay close. It's the same
Exactly,
thing. So
exactly. So how I've dealt with that, several times. Like shit, I'm sure for same for you too, Phil. Like, oh man, I want to get back, I want to get back, I want to get back. No. So how do you feel about leaving the game or coming back to the game? How do you feel about it?
Well, I don't feel good. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I'll never forget. Like I'm at the age now. I used to spar former world champion Vicious Vivian Harris, and I met him when I was like 15, 16. He beat the snot out of me all the way up till I was about 21, 22. And at this time, he was actually the age I am now, 36. So we were sparring. And this is the first time I think I was getting him good. I'm talking, he's bleeding all over the place. I'm touching him. I'm a step ahead of him. I seem stronger than him, everything. He looks across the ring and says, Phil, how old are you now? I said, yeah, I'm 21. He turns and looks at his trainer. He said, yeah, this is my last fight. That was his last fight.
Oh wow.
Hmm. So,
It's crazy, man.
just I have I haven't brought myself to accept the fact that it's done yet. Part of me says I need to have it beat out of me. I'm waiting for that day I go in the gym and spar a guy and I say, you know what? I'm just a trainer now.
Right.
yeah, what told me it was over was the 2 strokes I had last
Oh
year.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I was in the ring sparring and I had a stroke and I said, "Oh, I think I'm hungry."
Yeah.
Wow.
I walked through 2 strokes, man, thinking that I was hungry, that I was dizzy because I hadn't I was trying actually to drop the weight. I was actually sparring with a heavyweight at the
Mm-hmm.
time and dropping the weight and feeling good, man. I was feeling great. I still feel good. I still hit the
Yeah.
bag and I mess around with my kids, but I don't get hit in the chest because the doctors think that a punch in the chest could have changed the heart rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm 52.
Yeah.
And it's time to know when to hang those gloves and when to tell that little angry monster, shut up down there. I hear you and I don't care, bro. I'm not going to do what you're saying.
Yeah.
It,
Feel
it's
you,
it,
man.
it's calm up here. Stay down there.
Yeah. Every like you said, it's that monster. Like I cannot think about boxing for a couple weeks, and somebody calls me like, "Oh, such and such wants to spar you." I'll be like, "I'll be there." I gotta
Exactly.
I gotta see where it's at. I haven't hit that moment where I'm like, man, that's it. I
Where you're
keep going in
testing
there.
yourself.
Yeah, I keep going in there with guys. They're getting ready for fights right now. They're in the middle of camp.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much coming out the truck, and I'm still able to give them a hard six and dominate some of them. And I'm like, maybe I still got something there,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
left.
Yo, if Phil, man, I'm telling you, bro, you you freaking nice, man. You do got
Appreciate that.
some left, man. Yeah, this dude's nice, man. Most of the best work that I got, man, was from this man. We did some good work together, man.
This is
Yeah.
likewise,
I
brother.
heard a
Did
Like,
lot
some
of
good
good,
work.
things of your career. But all I say about that, whoever's thinking of doing it, don't think it twice. When you had that thought once, just get up and get your boots and buy your uniform and start thinking of what's
yeah,
the date. That's the only
yeah,
thinking you gotta have. Because the clock don't got no one's name on it.
yeah, you're right.
That clock don't wait for nobody.
Father time's undefeated.
I regret it, bro. I regret it. I love this. Some days I wake up with that fighter monster, and I even my fiance will say something, and I'm ready to ready to chomp.
Yeah,
I gotta go hit something. But it's part of who we are. That's the reason why we chose the sport we chose to harness that beast that we have inside that other people can't conquer to press that button when they need them.
yeah.
Hey, coach. Can you just a little background? Can you tell a little about with Red Brothers and us what we do,
Well,
we do Lewis,
Rivera
and
Brothers
everything,
was Rivera Brothers was
how we started.
started in 1993. My brothers and I fought Golden Gloves. We won a lot of Golden Gloves from like
Mm,
93 till 99.
that's it. I keep my Golden Gloves belt in the truck with me. Here we go, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Boston, they give us jackets.
Okay, okay.
It's
How,
when it gets
how,
cold. It gets cold, so they give us jackets so we can wear it out.
how many do I have? How many do I have?
I don't even know, man. It got three. We got so we our team has got a pedigree of Golden Glove championships. We take 20 guys and like almost everybody wins.
Wow.
The
Nice,
percentage
nice.
is very in 2010, none of our guys lost a fight.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
regular club shows
clean sheet,
or
clean
qualifying
sheet,
event.
clean sheet. All of us won. All of us
And
won.
to keep up the history of RBB, my brother Alex is a level 4 Olympic coach. I'm a level 2 Olympic coach. My brother Anthony was ex personal trainer for ACE Institute of Exercise and personal trainer for John the Quiet Man Ruiz, which was
John Ruiz, the
the
heavyweight.
the first heavyweight fighter for Puerto Rico, first Puerto Rican heavyweight
Yeah.
ever. So he made history. We worked with him in his last camps. My brother Alex saved them in the fight against Golada when he fought Andrew Golada for the title. We've worked with other champions like Wilfredo Vasquez Jr., which my brother Albert, when he did the corner, he got the scrap against Juanma Lopez. Of
Mm-hmm.
a brawl broke through, and my
Yeah.
brother beat the world champion's ass, and he was the corner man.
Oh,
Yeah, that was crazy. That's crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
And we just have a pedigree that we just like I said, and this is what's gonna certify that I'm not, I say the truth all the time about our camp. We love preparation. Fadul knows that when when the little, Rashidi and Rashida and all these guys were young, Falou was like 20 some, all jacked up. I used to be like, I'm away from my family, and my brothers and I used to prepare. I'm away from my family. I haven't seen them all day. When these kids come, they're gonna get it. So we used to put tires, we used to put the ladders, we used to put the mother of the mother, whatever we could find in that place. And if it wasn't invented, we invented it.
P P
We're
P
talking
P.
about
Coach, sorry to
uh,
interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Rashidi Ellis will be a freaking world champion within
Yeah.
next. I think it's about 8 months to a year. Rashidi
I would
Ellis.
say so. I would
Rashidi
say
Ellis.
so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rashidi Ellis. I don't know if you know who Rashidi Ellis is, right, Penton?
I would say so.
Yeah, yeah.
Penton.
Now
Yeah,
that
but
he just
I don't
he
even
just
know. I
left
don't even know
Golden
how
Boy
he's
with
not out
PBC
there
now.
with 27 fights. He's
It's
undefeated.
it's
27
Golden
fights,
Boy.
17
Gold
knockouts.
Golden Boy didn't push him right. I was glad that he left and went with PBC
Yeah,
now.
Golden Boy has his own agenda, and I gotta be
Hmm.
real. If you're not Mexican, you're not gonna make it there,
There
which
you go.
sucks.
Because I
You gotta
believe
be
he'd have beat
Mexican
Virgil
to make it.
Ortiz. Yeah.
Freaking
I'm pretty
Victor.
sure Rashidi will do a number with Victor Ortiz.
I know
Oh
it'd
my
be
God,
Victor Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz
Victor
too.
Ortiz just fought the some guy that I just fought a couple years ago.
We're actually fighting the ninth of this month.
That's
I'm leaving
crazy,
next
man.
week to go to the fight to the
Yeah,
corner.
Todd Manuel, man, he's a cool dude. But yeah, I won that fight, but the nigga just fucking ran the whole fight. But whatever, he told me, like, hey, fuck it, I didn't want to get hit by that right hand, but it is what it is, though.
Hey man,
Yeah.
your right hand carries a reputation, man. I heard it long before I got in the ring with you.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, man. But nah, man. This podcast right here, man. Just us as men, just we need more foundations, man. We need more levels. Just kind of just talk about anything, any outlet. We need more outlets, and I feel like we don't have enough. You know what I mean, Lorenzo?
True.
Not at all, man. We really don't. It's crazy
Well,
because I told my mom what you said yesterday, man. You was like, tell me the last time you saw a woman walk up in a convenience store, or a grocery store, or a school and shoot it up.
All them crazy shootings we've been having, all men. When's the last time we see a man go on a fucking shooting spree? Never. I mean, a
Yeah,
woman going to a shooting spree. I don't know. I can't think of it. But
that's
there's a reason behind that.
I,
Give
I
them a
think.
little bit though. They'll find a reason to do it too.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
They find
I
a
think.
reason for everything.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. I think me being a vet. You know, when you come back from a deployment, the first thing that they do before you even go to your house is they have a serious debriefing with you, and you have to talk to a psychologist.
Mm.
And I don't think society is giving men that opportunity because, we got to be home with the family. We got to bring in money. We got to do all this.
You
We
can
got
be
to,
soft.
yeah,
Oh
we
wow,
got
you're feeling
to,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why you in pain? You're a man. You're not supposed to
Yeah.
be in
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Why are you feeling that way? But see,
Well,
we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I don't think a lot of
Yeah.
other people realize that.
society panders to women in the sense that, for
Yeah.
example, us as men, we're not allowed to be careless. We're not allowed to make mistakes. Basically, just like you said, we're not
I
allowed to
heard
be.
someone say women and children can, but men can't.
Yeah, that was Chris Rock. Chris Rock said that. Yep.
Mhm. And it's true, and it's crazy because I mean, this is probably for another podcast, but I've been through some crazy crap, like where if I would have really had like a true mentor, like I like you guys. You guys are real. I like real people. Father can contest to that. I like real people. You're gonna be real with me, I'm gonna be real with you. So, you know, I wish back in the day when I was going through what I was going through, I had someone there who would be like, yo, you talk. Let's go talk. Let's go hang out. Let's go, do something like that. But it just feels like that in today's society we're getting away from that as men. You
Uh,
don't really have like a serious brotherhood. Now
true.
I love boxers because, especially coaches, trainers, and stuff like that, because that's a serious brotherhood.
Definitely, definitely.
So,
It's about accountability too. Like my trainer always kept me accountable. Like, but also it becomes just like you say, mentors, role models. I always had my grandfather. My grandfather, I feel like is the hardest working, toughest man in the world. Outside of being like any world champion, I want to be like my grandfather. He was
right,
tough on me, but he was fair. He always told me that everything comes with hard work. But he's like, if you having down days, let your hair down and chill. Like it would always used to actually calm me down right before a fight. He was always the last person I talked to. He'd always tell me, he's like, hey, if you lose, don't come home. That was always the thing to take that little edge off to make me laugh and break that nervousness to where I'm like, all right, I can go do this, man.
yeah, yeah. But Pardo, you right though, man. Like I told you the other time, man. There's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of men right now that I know of that are a little bit shocked that there's something this real that's happening on YouTube because you can go on YouTube, you can pull up whoever you want to pull up, whatever podcast you want to pull up. It's always scripted. It's always scripted. They always got like, oh, we got this, we got that, we're gonna do this, we got this person coming in. You never see any like regular average guys that are just sitting down talking and vibing with each other. You never see that.
That's
And
what we need, man. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need.
But that's you guys' fault because you guys don't come to my house. Fadu doesn't bring you to the coolest coach's house. I got a pool table. I got dart. I got Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. I got and all that stuff.
right,
It's true, just like you
Yeah.
said, but it's also with today's society, like no longer are the youth seeking mentorship from old guys like Coach Andy. Everybody's like looking towards the internet and things like that. What happened to the days you go to the barber shop, you go to churches, you learn from your elders.
yeah,
Your elders held you accountable. Like I remember, I had my next door neighbor, Mr. Butler. Like if I did something, I knew that he could slap me, and then my granddaddy was gonna slap me later. You know what I mean? Or if he sees me going left, he knows how to correct me. Phil, you should be doing this.
yeah. It
Eh,
sounds
eh,
like my
Today's
Uncle
the
Frank.
youth, especially young men, they're getting more information from their mothers that not are always the best influence for a man to move forward. You know what I mean?
hey, coach.
Sometimes you need to ask. Sometimes you need to ask another man that's in his 50s to coach. What should I be doing in this situation? A lot of us don't have that to go to.
So,
See me,
coach. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah. This little quick brief of how we came up down here. How we came down here. All of us. You and your brothers brought a crew down here.
oh
But
yeah, we brought a
us.
whole
Just
crew, the whole crew.
quick brief. I mean
Yeah, it was like
that's
five of us.